You know the way your partner's treating you? They're yelling at you. They're making jokes at your expense. They're saying things behind your back. They're blaming you for things so that they don't have to take responsibility. They're disrespecting you in front of family members and friends. You might be laughing it off, maybe joking around about it. Maybe you have brought it up and you've said that this is not okay, like you don't feel like a valued piece of the relationship. And then somehow they turn this around on you to make it your fault and why they don't value you. If this is your story, then you are the person that I want right here, right now. Many times, the gentlest, most loving, most giving, most compassionate, most understanding people will attract the most toxic people. Because you are the overgiver. You give with this full heart. And someone comes in and takes. So you keep trying to show up with more love. And you keep trying to show up with more understanding. And you think if you just said it in a little bit different way, or maybe you didn't speak up as much, or maybe if you didn't change your tone when you said that the other day and you said it in this tone instead, that you would have a better result. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with requiring respect. You deserve respect, even if it was your fault. Even if you did say or do something wrong, you still deserve respect. So many people out there have hooked up with partners that are beating the confidence out of them. And the reason they're doing this is because they are wounded. But we're allowing it because we're believing what they're saying. We're trusting what they're saying is true. And our feelings are hurt. And we're taking it personally. Like they know better than us. They are the walking wounded. And they are seeing you through their filter of their wounds, also through their entitlement, through their lack of self-regulation, through their lack of self-awareness. And they're so busy controlling their outer world because their inner world is chaos. And you just happen to be part of their outer world. And they're blaming you. And they're trying to control you. And they're trying to get you to change. And the second that you need something, and you've been there for them over and over and over again, but the second that you need something, somehow you get blasted. There's one thing I want you to know for sure. For sure. You did not create that in your partner. That partner came to you acting like that. They didn't magically become that way because there's something wrong with you. You've just attracted another toxic person and or a narcissist and or abuser. But that does not mean that you created it, like they want you to think it means. I can't tell you how many times I have had, first of all, I'm an extremely sane person. I'm a very grounded person. I'm a very intuitive person. And I would feel some kind of way inside about the way I was being treated, and then I would bring it to that person, and somehow, some way, it ended up being my fault. Because I was out of line in some respect. And although the people pleaser in me at that time wanted to dim down and felt ashamed and wanted to take the blame, even still there was this little spark inside of me that said, no, it's not you. It's not you. You have that spark too. It was that spark inside of me that set me on track to reclaiming my personal power. Yes. You may be a people pleaser. You may be a little codependent. Could be a little needy. Could maybe have a low self-esteem. But none of that equates into a person treating you disrespectfully. And if no one's told you that, I'm telling you this today because nobody told me that. And I could have really used those words in my life. So if nobody has ever told you this before, you are a most brilliant, beautiful, perfectly designed child of God. You come from the greatest superpower in the entire universe. The great doesn't even begin to describe, that is only derived of pure love energy. That's where you're from. That's where I'm from. That's why I call everybody soul siblings. You came here exactly how you're supposed to be. But you entered into an earth suit. You got a brain, you got an ego, and that kind of jacked things up a little bit. But it never, ever, ever takes away from your worth and what you deserve. You deserve to be treated with loving kindness, respect, and honor. No matter what they're saying, no matter how mad they are at you, no matter how wrong you may be, you always deserve respect. And that's what I wanted you to know today. So if you're new here, I hope that you subscribe and turn on notifications. I am an empowerment coach. I'm someone who is on fire and passionate about helping people reclaim their personal power because I myself had suffered through decades of toxic, lopsided users, abusers, cheaters types of relationships. And I finally had enough of enough. I did the work to heal myself, and now I'm here to teach it to others. Allow me to be your Sherpa on this path of reclaiming your personal power. All right, you guys, thank you for listening. So much love.